Hello everyone, my name is Nazym. I'm from Group 2. Today I'm going to review the 4 academic events that I have visited during this semester for the ICT 5.2. So the first event was conducted by Graduate School of Public Policy for the topic, which was called Post-Pandemic Asian Cities, City Planning and Governance Perspective. Overall, the format of that event was seminar, and it has happened in the 14th of February. The speaker was Dr. Ahsan, who had his PhD in Environmental and Urban Sciences from Ankara University, and right now he is working in the Department of Real Estate Development and Management at Ankara University. The second event was also hosted by the Graduate School of Public Policy for the topic, which sounds like the 30 years of nation building in the post-Soviet states, where the main speaker was Dr. Rudland, who had the expertise in this field because he has been studying Russian studies for these 3 decades. Moreover, he had his bachelor's degree in policy, economics, and philosophy, and after that he had his PhD in sociology from New York University. The format of that event was in a webinar, and it occurred in the 28th of February, and the main purpose of his talk was to narrate the changes in economy and policy of CIS countries. Then the first event was conducted by the NURS, and the topic of that event was to how to attract investments for the project, where the main speaker was Ayan Berenjan. I guess it's important to know that he actually is the Nazarbayev University alumnus, and also had his really successful project, which is also called HILS project. The main purpose of his events was to tell the audience, the students and other people who has interest in startup and business, how to attract investors in their projects and just finding the financial help from them. Then the last 4 event that I would like to tell you about was conducted also by the Graduate School of Public Policy, where the main speaker was Dr. Guna Silan. She is actually deputy of Thai Royal Embassy. Her topic was about the Thailand's achievements of implementation SDG 5, where she presented a lot of evidence from the Thailand's policy, how they used Sustainable Development Goals of 2015 for their issues of gender equality in Thailand. And I think all of these events were appropriate for the ICT 5.2 because it was in English, it was conducted by reputable Nazarbayev University departments, and also most of the speakers have the expertise in this field to talk about it. Right now, I will tell you about 2 events in more detailed way. The first one is Dr. Ahsan's lecture, where he took 5 Asian cities and broadly narrating about the current state and what kind of things should be fixed in these 5 cities, like Dhaka, Singapore, Tokyo, Beijing, and Ankara. The primary reason of taking these 5 cities was as an example in comparison because these 5 cities have a huge population, and especially after the COVID-19 pandemic time, the government found out that there's some inconveniences in the cities. So overall, he found out that there should be prioritization of the facilities for the people, like transport infrastructure. That's when there's a rush hour and some limitations people for the movement. The city should be convenient for people to go outside and have work. So for this case, he said that there is a need to take care of the sustainability of the city, to prepare more parks for people to walk around, just like noise around the city. Moreover, he also highlighted the fact that there is a need to control the air quality in the city because of the high carbon emission level in these 5 cities. Continue narration about the two events. I want to narrate you about the second event, which was the Dr. Gunasilan's lecture. The main topic of her speech was about the Thailand's achievement in the implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals. The main direction of her presentation was around the gender equality. For this case, she presented really interesting statistics that Thailand's public sector contains about 20% of female in the governance. So that's why she wanted to take this topic for her master's thesis that she has written during her graduate program. And one thing that was really interesting for me is that the Thailand society is really male-dominated traditionally society where it was deeply rooted by the Buddhist principles, making men over the women in some role. So the solution for this case, she presented a family support for every female to handle up with the situation, overall gender equality, with her own example, because she was an embassy. In this lecture, her husband also arrived to support her. So that's why she said that this is a really good way how to keep gender equality, not only solely in your sphere, but also in family, because everything starts from a family. She said that it's really interesting to do revolution at your home and then to go your job. Then I would like to say several words regarding the evidence evaluation of these two events. Overall, Dr. Ahsan and Dr. Kunasilan had the expertise in the topic that they have been talking to the audience. Taking into account of Dr. Ahsan's speech and overall his information regarding his theme, he had well presented numbers and statistics in this field, and as he has his PhD in city planning and governance, this was a proper case for him to have expert opinion in this field. Then also saying about Dr. Gunasilan, she has really deep knowledge in the SDGs goals in Thailand regarding how they fulfilled and succeed in this case, because he has also her own PhD in international affairs, and she also works in a Thai embassy in Kazakhstan, so that's why he has really good specialized knowledge. And she also presents well statistics and numbers in her own presented information. Then I guess it's important to note that there were several questions to say about task reflection, and the first question was regarding the time management, how I felt comfortable myself in doing this task. Overall, I would like to describe the process of doing this task very confident, because we had done such kind of task in previous semester, so that's why I felt more comfortable myself, because you know what kind of events are appropriate, what kind of things you need to do to make this task perfectly, just like taking notes in advance to remember what things you would like to say in your report and record it in the video. So yes, I guess it's was comfortable for me in regard to time management. Maybe I hadn't met the deadlines in doing this in advance several weeks, but overall it was kind of easier in this way to do this. Then the second question was regarding what kind of skills will be helpful for me in my future graduate status. I guess first, which is really important for us, is to listen carefully to the speakers, and also just remember what he has said or she has said previously, and just overall gaining new knowledge, new information. That's all the stuff. And the third question was regarding how do you feel specifically benefited from attending these events in completing the task overall. As a person who has really struggled when speak in a public, I just have noticed and observed some things and hints how do you make your speech more in a good ways. So I guess it was helpful for me to do and perform overall just public speaking in my future graduate studies when I will perform and present my master's studies. So thank you for listening to me. I think all of my description regarding the 4 events were really clariful for you. Bye.